Welcome to the Feral Medicine YouTube channel. My name is Kira, and I'm the creator of Feral Resilience, a nervous system regulation and orientation course. I am doing a series of guided meditations and practice activities for nervous system orientation, and this one is actually one of my favorites to do. And we're just going to roll through something that I refer to as the medicine of sound. And when I talk about the medicine of sound, most people immediately kind of gravitate towards some type of ritual or ceremony, whether that's a drumming ceremony or a sound bath or something like that. And what really is important is that we need to recognize that the medicine of sound goes back long before we even had, the ability to make bowls and potentially, even fire. We don't really seem to recognize that our nervous system evolved over eons, hundreds of thousands of years, and even before man was playing with fire, our nervous systems talked to us about danger and gave us feedback for those things. So we're talking about ancient wiring. This is not something new or something that is has to do with anything that I would be in any kind of modern time, truly. So first, let's go ahead. I think you'll understand more as we go into this. And I'm not going to let you know the sounds that I'm going to be playing for you in this exercise. We're going to treat this like a guided meditation. So first, just find a comfortable place to sit, or even if you feel comfortable, lie down. Please don't be doing this while you're driving. This is an exercise where you want to have minimal distractions, minimal sounds that are going to pull your attention away from what you're listening to. So take a moment if you need to get some headphones, if you want to go into a different room that will have less ambient noise, turn your phone off, whatever you need to do. But just take a moment and just find a comfortable place where you're not going to be distracted, where you can sit or lie down. And if it feels safe for you, and we talk about this in my course, right, you really are listening to your body here. If it feels safe, you can go ahead and close your eyes. If you do not feel safe for whatever reason, please just soften your gaze and just take a moment before we get started to just start to notice what's going on in your body, how you're feeling today, and then just start to draw your attention to everywhere that your body is making contact with whatever surface you're resting on. So whether that's the chair, whether that's the ground, just really start to connect to where your body is connecting to the surface. And then on your exhales, just start to feel your weight anchoring you into that surface. And just start to bring your attention to your breath. Start to take slow, deep breaths in and out. Try to do it exclusively through your nose. Just inhale fully and exhale gently. And like I already kind of said, we're going to be exploring the medicine of sound today. So just continue to breathe naturally, normally. We don't need to force anything. And I'm not going to tell you what sounds are coming. I am going to be playing a neutral sound, and that I'm going to be playing pretty consistently throughout the entire practice. And that sound is going to be something that I will tell you about. And I'm going to do that now, I guess. And that's going to be a campfire sound. And the reason that I picked this sound in particular is because 10,000 years ago, when we would finish our day, our tribe or clan or whatever you want to call it, our group of people that we traveled with, typically family, we would all get together at the end of the day. We would have a fire. We would have story time. We would have whatever it was. We would come together. We would talk about what happened in the day. We would be winding down. So the neutral sound that I'm going to play is going to be a campfire. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start that now. And then As we continue, the sounds are going to come in and out. I'm going to try and make that as smooth and even as possible. It's kind of hard to do when I'm doing a recording, so we're going to see how this goes, and hopefully you guys can give me the feedback on this, and we can make some changes, and I can make it better. But the first sound, like I said, is a campfire, so we'll go ahead and get that started. And yeah, so there's your campfire. And this is the neutral sound, so it's going to help your nervous system to settle in. And just listen. Let this sound just fill your awareness. Check into what happens with your breath and what is happening to your nervous system right now in this present moment. Really connect to your breath. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start to bring in the first sound. And just feel how these new sounds are starting to create potentially a different internal message for your body. Start to bring in what you're recognizing and any kind of subtle cues that you might be noticing. Any shifts in posture, release in tension. You might actually even yawn. Just really check in with these different sensations that you might start feeling. What's happening in your nervous system hearing all of these sounds? Can you feel anything shifting internally right now? We're going to start to bring in a different set of sounds now. I'm going to make a couple little modifications here. But I want you to just see what this particular sound brings in for your nervous system. Did you notice anything start to shift as the sound changed? Don't label this or judge it. There's no good or bad here. And if you are just observing your body, where do you feel movement? Are you feeling more alert? The previous sound might have been interpreted as rest or evening calm, but what is happening now with this particular sound? Again, subtle shifts in posture, a change in your breathing. Now, as the sound starts to shift again, notice the sensations in your body. Just notice if there's any tension that softens, maybe in your jaw, in your face, maybe even your shoulders. Do they drop? Do they feel lighter? Just allowing the vibration to travel through your body, like water flowing through tight spaces, carrying ease and renewal. We're going to start to shift the sound again. And just observe what your body is doing. What does it feel like to come back to this sound after hearing the other sounds? We'll shift it again. Let this sound anchor you in the present. Feel the connection between your breath, body, and the vibration. Start to check in to how your nervous system responds to the rhythm and then resonance. This is your body practicing safety, restoration, and calm, all through the medicine of sound. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your body and back to what's around you. Start to feel your hands, your feet. Bring a little bit of movement into your body. Start to wiggle fingers, toes. Just bring your attention back to wherever you're connecting to the surface beneath you. And then just take a deep, slow inhale. Hold it at the top. And then when you're ready, just let it out with a sigh out of your mouth. And take a few more deep inhales. Exhale out the mouth. And when you're ready, if you've had your eyes closed, just begin to gently blink them open. If they've been open, just start to bring your attention and everything back around you into your sight, into your conscious vision. Again, notice any changes in your breath, in your muscle tone, in your heart rhythm, and even maybe some changes in mental clarity, mental state, emotional state. What I want to relay is that even a few minutes of attentive listening can reset your nervous system. You do not need to take an hour to meditate. You don't have to go do a full yoga class. You don't have to listen to a TED Talk. Our nervous system communicates to our conscious mind in very specific ways. And one of those ways is how we hear and perceive things around us. Certain sounds have meant safety for a long, long time. And so these particular sounds are going to speak directly to your nervous system. The sound of birds is always going to speak safety. Silence is going to speak danger. And we need to be aware of this, particularly when we're coming into meditation or into practices that are going to signal danger to your nervous system. If you are not regulated, if you are feeling unsafe already, these practices are going to be more challenging, more difficult. So if we can get on top of that, if we can use the language of our nervous systems to communicate safety so that we can have a deeper area of practice, that is going to help us in ways that are exponential in both our mindfulness practices and our spiritual practices. These are all connected very strongly to our nervous system states. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you were able to check into what is going on with your nervous system and see what these different sounds, how they impacted your nervous system states. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out directly. If you have any feedback, by all means, also reach out to me directly. I have my website. It will be linked in the description for the video. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to share this with your friends and family. And I will see you in the next guided practice. Thank you so much.